Justin Timberlake called out for treating Britney Spears bad in the past. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it...
I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I know it's been 300 years, right down to the day. Now the witch is back, and there's hell to pay. I put a spell on you, and
now you're mine! Happy Halloween, messy besties! Welcome back to my channel, best friend. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call, and today is Halloween, and I don't have lip gloss. Welcome back, welcome back. If you are brand new, the whole vibe of my channel is like we are on a FaceTime call, and we are just hanging out. We are just, just keeping each other company, because that's what we got to do here, right? All right, listen, happy Halloween. As you guys may see, I am Winifred Sanderson from, of course, Hocus Pocus, and it is my favorite Halloween movie ever. And yeah, so I just thought, let's dress up, let's spill some tea, and let's get on to it, best friend. So listen, we gotta talk about the latest Justin Timberlake, Britney Jean Spears, pop culture living legend, born December 2nd, 1981. Baby, one more time, oops, I did it again. Britney in the zone, greatest hits, my prerogative, blackout, circus from Mattel, Britney Jean, and glory. That should have been my spell today, like, thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction. Britney Spears, born December 2nd, 1981. Pop queen, living legend. Baby, one more time. Oops, I did it again. Britney in the zone. Greatest hits, my prerogative. Blackout, circus, Femme Fatale. Britney Jean. Glory. Right? Anywho, listen. So Kathy Griffin, Kathy Griffin, which I was obsessed with My Life on the D-List. I watched it, I think it was like last year, and I was like upset. Like she's so freaking hilarious in that reality show, because it's like literally she gets treated so bad by people because she's on the D-List. It's one of those shows where you get like secondhand embarrassment, you know what I mean? But anywho, so Kathy Griffin, she was talking about the very iconic moment of Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Kathy Griffin when they presented, I think it was at the American Music Awards. But listen, this is what she had to say.
I wrote a little sketch where Britney and I were fighting over Justin. What I remember about this was that Britney was such a big star. She couldn't come to rehearsal, so we had to rehearse for just a couple of minutes right before we went out on live network television. Justin was not totally respectful to Britney during our little rehearsal. Baby, don't do it like that. Baby, say it like this. Baby, don't roll your eyes like that. Baby, don't walk like that. And I was like, baby, don't make me hit you one more time. I just couldn't figure out. He was very, let's just say, strict with her. I actually talk about this, and I talk about the behind the scenes of this moment in my special, which you can currently see for free, called Kathy Griffin, My Life on the PTSD List.
Wait, Kathy, can you explain the handcuffs again?
Oh, this is just in case you and I end up getting married. I'll know where you are. It's a girl thing, it's like LoJack, so I can always find you.
Oh, all right.
Help! Somebody help me! Please!
Oh, thank God.
What are you doing here?
Easy, Spank. Step off.
You step off me, ouch!
Ladies, don't get your panties in a wad. There's plenty of Justin for everybody.
You know what, girl? I'm not even gonna try to act surprised, okay? I'm not gonna try to act surprised because, there's just something about Justin Timberlake. No. There's just something about Britney Spears, girl. She cannot choose her men, honey. Justin Timberlake, Kevin Jobless Federline, Sam really obsessed with trying to be famous as Gary, and then you have, the criminal, you have the crazy one from Louisiana. I'm just like, girl, We need to hook her up with like a celebrity matchmaker who will literally remind her of her worth, okay? So she cannot, she cannot go back to these losers, okay? But listen, yeah, so Justin, Timberlake is getting called out, and a lot of people are very angry because, I will say, oh, my hair blocks Britney. I will say it's just like, it's one of those things where, you never know what goes on behind closed doors. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the God honest truth. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what type of person, who a person really is. Like, there's a saying that says, like, you never stop getting to know somebody. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's always more to stories than there is. And it's a very unfortunate because, I definitely do believe that Britney, maybe wasn't treated as good as she should have been treated. And it breaks my heart to think that she wasn't because, Justin Timberlake is one of those guys where I do believe his ego is just so fucking big. And, I after reading, The Woman in Me and the abortion, and all these things, and it seems like he's a very cold person, but that's just what it seems. And also some people are saying like, well, that was 20 something years ago, like people change. And they definitely do. People do change. Like, I will say, like, people absolutely change. I'm definitely not the same as I was when I was 17, 18 years old, right? You change your boundaries, you change your lifestyle, you change the way you act, the way you are. Like, it is a very big change. I will definitely say that. So I just, think that Britney should write another book of like the relationships that she's had and more detail of them, because I'm just kind of wondering like what else has happened that we don't know about, right? Like, all those times that some people have spoken out about working on a set with Britney or working on a music video or, being an assistant to the assistant or the caterer or stuff. There's a lot of stories out there that say like, Britney was constantly like, being told what to do, and Britney was this, and she was like very quiet. She didn't talk to anybody. She was, always kind of like surrounded by all these people. So I just wonder what else went down, what else went down, what else happened, what else did she have to experience and go through that we don't know about, right? And I think if people, like the general public, would just take a second to just kind of, concentrate on, hey, Britney, is human. She's gone through this, she's gone through that, she's gone through this, what can we do to try to understand her some more? And then maybe if they tried to understand her some more, they wouldn't be so crazy difficult on her. You know what I mean? So I don't know, you guys. It's just one of those things where, I definitely try to understand that celebrities are humans too. And yeah, but Justin Timberlake, girl, he has never given me good vibes. Like, I know that he was like the biggest thing in NSYNC, but like, no, girl, he just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean? He just seriously does not do it for me. There's something about him that just creeps me out. It always has creeps me out. There's always something about Justin that I just don't trust, girl, especially like after Britney and Janet Jackson and the alleged cheating of Jessica Biel, like all of these things. I'm just like, there's just something about him. I can't. I definitely do think his ego is huge. I mean, look out NSYNC, you guys. These guys have, really been dying for a damn freaking reunion. And Justin, according to the blogs, he's the one who doesn't want it to happen. He's the one stopping this. And it's just a damn shame. It's just a damn fucking shame that, because his ego is so huge, and don't listen, I'm not talking about right now, because I know he's going, unfortunately, through Lyme disease, but like he has been fine, all these other years, okay? So all these other years, before he unfortunately got Lyme disease, he could have definitely given these men a nice reunion, you know what I mean? But I do think that his obsession with being like Michael Jackson, took over, and he ended up being a Temu version of Michael Jackson, if you're asking me. But anyways, what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. I'm glad Kathy Griffin is starting. And you know what? If I'm being honest, I hope that more other people come forward and talk, and more people come and say things about what they've witnessed or what they've seen, because it is so important. Because, I'm sure there's so many celebrities out there who worked with Britney or who saw things, and it would give Britney more. It would just help Britney some more. And, a lot of people are like always so mad at Paris Hilton for like shouting Britney out or dressing like Britney or this and that. she's the only celebrity who celebrates Britney. Like, she literally is the only celebrity who actually celebrates Britney. No one else is saying anything. No one else talks about Britney unless they're asked. No one else gives, you know, Britney's her flowers. So I just don't get what the hell the big deal is if Paris dresses up like Britney. It's so crazy how people just want to twist everything. But anywho, she's the only celebrity doing it. Who else is doing it, girl? Please comment below. Anywho, love you guys so much for watching. I'm so incredibly grateful and thankful. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Everything falls. And I just hope and pray that you know that I'm so grateful and thankful for you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited and grateful for the month of November. October was so incredible, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. And I know this next month is going to be very blessed. So I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.